Hey freshmen, if you're looking for a little advice from people who've been in your shoes, you've come to the right place. I'm Zoe.
I'm Ama, and this is Shout, your Ames High source for news, current events, and freshman advice.
Our first order of business starts with something we really enjoy.
Throughout your time at Ames High, you may see another student walking around with a microphone and a camera.
Don't run away when you see them. Instead, put on your creative thinking cap and prepare yourself to be featured on Man on the Street.
We gathered some teachers, recent graduates, and incoming sophomores to ask, what advice do you have for incoming freshmen?
One thing that I can stress to you freshmen, join clubs.
Find the balance of fun and studying.
Stay positive, don't be included in drama because that's just gonna bring negativity and a lot of stress. Stay focused in school, do your best, and have fun, honestly.
You shouldn't skip.
Not trust the boys' bathroom soap dispensers.
Work hard in school, do your homework, respect everybody and the teachers, work hard in everything you do, and play sports. And if you play basketball, shoot it every time. And if you have to pass it. But if you don't, then shoot it.
Only do an honors class if you think it's fun.
Use your planner. You have to because you're going to have a lot of work to get done and it helps you stay on task with everything, so do that.
Stay on top of your homework and don't skip class.
Definitely utilize your resources. I should have used the study room a lot more at the library and, just the media center here in general.
So you should keep up with your grades.
Getting your homework done as soon as it's due and stuff, because if you slack on it, it's gonna hurt your grades. So always do your homework and stay on top of your stuff.
Don't procrastinate and get your work done as soon as possible. And me as a freshman, I really struggled with stressing about finals. And I would just say, as long as you get your work done and you study, your finals will go through smoothly. Just make sure that you're passing before your finals, or you're definitely not going to pass. Just be confident in yourself and don't worry about upperclassmen and what they think of you, because in my opinion they really don't matter.
There was a lot of great advice in there, some advice that I wish I would have been given as a freshman.
And while a lot of that advice was focused on academics, our social lives are also pretty important.
In a high school full of productive students, insane teachers, and tons of lunch options, we tried to create a guide to ensure you survive high school.
Kind of like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Roll the clip.
There are plenty of norms in our school that you won't find in any handbook or your teachers probably haven't mentioned today.
But there are quite a few unwritten social rules everyone should know. For example,
Don't walk down the hallway in long lines.
You're slowing everyone else down.
Stay on the right side of the hallway so Lightning McQueen can pass you on the left.
and Lightning McQueen, when passing on the left, don't launch yourself into the other wall of people walking the opposite direction.
Otherwise, you might find yourself in a spot where not even Doc can save you.
Rip Doc.
Don't scream in the hallways.
Or at lunch.
We're in a school, so be thoughtful of those around you.
It's plus period, not tutorials.
Counselors are insanely busy the first few weeks of every semester.
So if they don't fix your schedule on the first day, or the second day, or the third day,
relax, they'll get to it.
We have 1,500 students and staff in this building. We all use toilets at some point.
Or wash our hands.
Be thoughtful of what you're doing in the bathroom so we don't have to run to the opposite end of the school to get the job done.
Or wash our hands.
Go to class.
Don't be a hallway lurker.
They will find you.
Get to class.
Study your schedule so you know your class names and teachers' names.
You won't be in good standing in late September saying, "Hey miss, what can I do to get my grade up?"
Are you talking to us? If you have somewhere to be, avoid the back lobby. Because it's loud and full of people.
Enjoy yourselves.
Whether you're 16 or 60, you'll always have high school memories.
Make them great.
Join a club.
Play a sport.
Play an instrument. Or sing.
Go to school dances.
Do cowbell in the student section.
Get educated.
And have fun. Back to Zoe and Ama.
Getting involved in a club or multiple clubs is a great way to make sure you're making the most of your high school career.
Ames High proudly has over 50 active clubs. To discuss the importance of joining a club, we are fortunate enough to fly in all the way from DC.
Zoe, they still go to Ames High.
All the way from Mr. Burke's office, Evan Lapolis and Jeremy Romiti.
We would like to introduce an event called Club Fair, and it's in the fall during both lunches. One day, a bunch of clubs will be able to set up posters and be able to kind of showcase what their club entails. Now, some clubs meet every week and some meet once a year. Like we have a lettuce club where they just see who can eat a head of lettuce the fastest. And you don't have to be obligated if you sign up on that sheet. It's not like you're automatically part of that club. You can just sort of see, maybe go to a meeting or two and see if you like it. And if you don't have to be with that club forever. And if you do, you can just enjoy it.
Yeah, and even after you sign up for a club, you're not, like he said, you're not obligated to go to every single meeting. You can kind of pick and choose like what works best for you. And I mean, if you like a club though, you're probably going to go to a lot of the meetings. But I'd say there are so many clubs offered at Ames High. Like, I'm not going to be able to try them all out, but just the option of having so many choices is amazing. And if you see something that looks interesting, even the slightest bit, I'd definitely say try.
And if you do sports, it's not like, and the club is after school, you don't have to pick or choose. You can sort of be like, I'm just going to do this club when it's on my off season, or I'm going to try to make this work to at least come to some of the meetings. It's not, you have to either do a sport or be a club. They're not exclusive.
If none of those clubs match what you're most passionate about, start your own club.
It's easy. Just find a member of the Ames High staff who would be interested in supporting your club, have them fill out a form for Mr. Anderson, and you're all set.
If you're interested in participating in more than just clubs, Ames High offers a variety of sports.
Ames High has had varsity programs that have gone on to state over 50 times since 2010.
For more on how you can get involved in Ames High athletics, here's Judge and JD.
I'm Judge Johnston, Athletic Director at Ames High School. I am in charge of all of the athletic programs here at Ames High. And then my administrative assistant is JD Mitchell. And we can answer any questions you may have regarding athletics at Ames High.
Hey Judge, so why should students get involved in Ames High athletics?
Well, we want our students, incoming freshmen, to really be involved in a lot of activities, not only athletics but activities. It just provides a well-rounded education that's sometimes beyond the classroom, the 8 to 3 academic setting, that athletics and activities can give you that broad-based experience that we want, from time management to discipline to teamwork to developing great friendships, and just seeing our staff members in other responsibilities and roles, and just promoting being a well-rounded individual. So the more things you can do, the better. So the next step is, how do we get these kids in the system here athletically? So what does that process look like? And JD, you're the administrative assistant here in the athletic department. What's that look like as far as getting registered for a sport?
Well, it's important to get all your paperwork in on time so that you can start your season and practices right on time. We have a registration packet which covers all of the administrative requirements. So be sure to get that executed and in on a timely fashion.
And I think that paperwork process is critical, and you mentioned timely fashion. As a freshman, and then you need to plan ahead. It's not like you can just show up the day before a sport starts and satisfy all of our requirements. So communicating with your parents, talking with your potential future coaches, and having a plan to get all this paperwork done. And the biggest piece is getting your physical done on time, and it's hard to do that in this community, and getting that done. You can't just simply call up McFarland Clinic and get your physical done the next day. So have a plan and get all your paperwork in. So good advice.
And you know, that's really true of your entire experience as you come up here at Ames High. You need to make sure that you get after whatever you need to get after, get it taken care of, don't procrastinate, and then you're going to be able to capitalize on all the opportunities that are afforded to you here at Ames High. So Judge, do you have some off-season advice for some of these student athletes, how they should prepare in the weight room perhaps over the summer?
Yeah, as an incoming freshman, we do offer an opportunity for incoming freshmen to have a specialized, more of a beginner starting class in the weight room, get used to it, learn the lifts, learn how to interact with our strength and conditioning staff, and just get a feel for what the expectations are in the weight room. But it's a good baseline foundation to get started. to prepare for your sports and activities. And we want you out for multiple sports. We want that multi-sport athlete to do 2 and 3 sports a year. But if you're not out for a sport and you have time, the expectation is to be in that weight room in your off season, getting bigger and stronger and faster.
So what kind of advice would you give these freshmen, kind of the big picture advice on they're coming in, they're freshmen, they have an entire high school athletic career before them. How can they make the most of that?
Just come in with an open mind, have a great attitude, plan to work hard, both academically and athletically. We have high expectations here. Ames High has the most state championships of any high school in the state of Iowa history. That's a big deal. The bar is set pretty high here athletically, but we also have opportunities athletically for more of the beginner, more of the recreational type of athlete as well. So we want everybody to give it a shot, and if you enjoy it, keep on doing it.
Thanks, Judge and JD. With our huge selection of clubs and sports, as you can see, there's a lot more to Ames High than just what's happening inside the classroom.
We have a lot of opportunities to show off our Ames High pride beginning August 27th when our volleyball team opens their season in our gym against Des Moines North.
That following Friday the 30th, our football team begins the season where we're wanting to end it, in Cedar Falls.
You can check out our state champion swimmers for their first home meet September 3rd.
While our cross-country team begins the race for Fort Dodge and Ankeny on September 5th.
And if you're really wanting to represent, wake up and head to Boone Saturday, September 7th to cheer on the Ames High Marching Band at the Pufferbilly Days Parade.
That's all we got for now. Freshmen, remember while it's important to work hard and get good grades,
after all, our biggest mission is to graduate.
Go out and find something for you outside the classroom.
Whether it's growing food with the garden club,
or helping Coach Downs go to the well again.
Get out, get active, get educated, and make your experience at Ames High the best that it can be.
This has been AHS Shout.
Peace out.